Hi, I'm Lisa Sarges, author of Diary of a Fat Girl, How I Lost 140 Pounds, Overcame Binge Eating Disorder, and Learned to Love Myself After Weight Loss Surgery. Today is day 19. I'm approaching that last third of this 30-day challenge, and I thought maybe it's time to discuss progress and results. And as I'm riding the bike, and I did the 2 bikes again today, it breaks up the time. I really like doing that. I was thinking, am I still in square one? Or have I gone beyond square one? And then I thought to myself, does it matter? As long as you're on the playing board, does it matter? I think the hardest step is going from not playing in the arena and getting to square one. You're in square one. You're there. You got on the game board. I chose the gym because I had a blockage about it. This used to be a place I enjoyed, and I took great pride in coming here, and it was very much about the gung-ho and the progress. And I made it into something that filled me with dread, and I didn't like that. I'm working on my next book, From Wheelchair to Warrior, and I'm reading my writing from 2009. That's almost 10 years ago, and how excited I was to be fit and mobile and to be independent and to get the use of my body and my legs back. You know, after I lost the 140, look, fat and fit, you could be capable and happy and able and body at any size. I'm speaking of my own experience here. I wasn't happy. I was sickly, and I felt that doing what I did, losing weight and going to the gym and eating differently, would help. And it did for a short period of time, and then my health started to tank again. And I lost my ability to walk because of severe osteoarthritis, bowing in my legs, walking bone on bone. Oh, and just kind of reliving that heartache and the discouragement that comes with it. And I said, you know, I want to get back to this, getting strong in my body for her. I care about Lisa of 9 years ago. And I loved her optimism, and I loved her enthusiasm, and I want to get back to a new square one. And so I did. I did that 19 days ago. I started coming here. And if I only stay at square one and just keep coming here and with no, not trying to develop abs or lose a ton of weight, just coming here to get the use of my body back, that's just fine. That's just fine. You define your squares. You do it any way you want. Progress is not a straight line from somewhere to somewhere, and only when you get to that somewhere do you get to be, happy. You can be happy all along the way. You can have it at any point in this life of ours. Journey. We can call it a journey. Bothers me. Sometimes journey implies an end point, and there's only one end point. We all have it. This is not a journey to death. People don't bother me. Like, they don't say, oh, was that a good workout today? Or nobody tries to make that kind of small talk with me the way they used to. Because I used to come here walking around, like an open wound, like, oh, please like me and approve of me. Pardon me for being so fat at the gym. Like, that was my attitude. And so I drew into my field of experience people who treated me that way, or talked down to me, or lectured me, or even cheered me on, like, good for you. But, like, you wouldn't say that to any other size person kind of thing, But that's what I attracted back then. I was walking around with this, I'm so sad, please fill up my self-esteem, I really gave off that air. Now I walk around with an attitude of, don't fuck with me. It's not defensive, it's just that, no, I'm good. I'm here, I'm on a mission, I'm good. I know how to read the instructions on the machines, I'm good. And nobody's screwing with me. Today, the guy at the counter here, they're all nice here. They're perfectly lovely people here. There's a sign next to the paper towel dispenser. Now, when you use your machines, you take your paper towel, they have a solution, you spray and you wipe it down, because we perspire and, we want to keep the place clean and not sticky and gross. And of course, I always, whether I perspire or not, I wipe down the machines. Maybe people don't want to smell my delightful perfume. Perfume's the noun, perfume is the verb. Did you know that? Yeah, it's a thing. Anyway, so there's a sign next to the paper towel dispenser, and it says, please only take one at a time, and 1 equals 2 taps. All right, it's one of those where you push it. So I'm very mindful. I'm like, oh, well, paper, I don't want to waste paper, and I always 1, 2, and then I tear it very carefully, and I spray my alcohol solution, and I go my way. So today he says to me, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but if you need to do a 3rd tap, it's okay. People were being, pushing until the thing was hanging to the floor, and they were wasting paper towels. They're $35 a case, and, we don't like to waste. You only need... He's like, but, you're so mindful of only doing the 2 taps. You can do 3 if you need to. It's okay. I'm like, oh, yeah, no, it's okay. My 94-year-old mother was raised during the Great Depression. I'll use a paper towel to dry my hands, and I'll save the darn thing to clean something later. I totally get not wasting. But a very different energy to approach me to say, you don't have to do that for us, rather than what I used to get 9 years ago, which is, or... And it wasn't even here. It was at Retro Fitness. No one ever really bothered me here. But when you give off an air of, I don't really belong here, please accept me, people don't. They don't. I made a few notes today. All workouts are good workouts. Maybe not for you, maybe not for a trainer you talk to, but for me, good workout. I came here, I got on the bike for 10 minutes, did that new leg press thing that I love so much. Yeah, I actually love it. It feels good. If you don't overdo something, it tends to feel good. If you do it within a reasonable, weight, it feels good. I got on this, I think it's called the pectoral fly. I don't know. I really should look, but I don't. And I remember I couldn't get into the position to hold the darn thing on day 1. And now I can. That's kind of a big deal for me. So I was really proud of that. I'm proud that I get on and off the bikes. There was a point where, that would have been impossible for me. All good workouts are good workouts for me. Progress is not a straight line. Look, I don't always walk around with bravado and confidence. Sometimes I do kind of shrink back and go back into people-pleasing mode. When you're raised that way, that's your defense mechanism. It's your go-to. Sometimes we revert to old behaviors. It's okay. I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm just going to notice, oh, wow. That was a person you thought you had to compromise yourself in order to please. Oh, just notice that, dear. And it's okay. Forgive. My aura. Perfection. Yeah, perfection is a lie. Nobody's perfect. And when we put people on pedestals and think they are so much better than we are, they're going to disappoint us, and then we're going to give up. I've noticed this pattern in myself. People who I thought had super integrity and super fit and super discipline and they're super this and super that and they're up every day. You know what? They're human. They might not be up every single day. They might not. And then we find out about it and they're like, oh, well, they're screw-ups. Why am I even looking up to them? I don't have to do this either. I'm going to give up because it's all a lie. That's called splitting. Be careful of it. Yeah, I'm doing my 30-day challenge, and I'm not going to miss. It would take quite the extreme emergency for me to miss going to the gym. Like, extreme emergency. But I would forgive myself if there was a very good reason in my book of why I had to miss coming here. I'd forgive myself, and I'd apologize to you, and I'd make it up in the future. Don't let somebody else's supposed perfectionistic image make you think that you're only worthy if you're perfect, and then when you fall short, you give up. Not everybody is cut out to do. People say, well, how do you stay motivated to do this? I'm like, I'm not motivated. Just said I'd do it, and I'm doing it. Like, I cut out that middle step of needing to be motivated. You know, you don't need to be motivated to do the thing you said you're going to do. There was a time I had to watch motivational tapes and tapes, yes, VHS, that was back in the day, videos, and listen to motivational speakers, and it took like a huge effort to get me to come here. Oh man, did I have to condition my mind to get to this whole coming to the... Now I just come. I said I'm going to do it, and I'm doing it. And when I'm here, I'm having fun. I enjoy myself. I don't know what it's going to take you to feel that way about whatever it is you're aiming to learn or trying to do. But I hope you find it. And that you could skip the whole motivation part and go from saying you're going to do it to doing it. No need to compromise in the middle of it. No need to be motivated. So today's day 19. Progress, results. Let's see, what else can I say about results? Well, my friend the other night, we were at a restaurant. I don't know if I told you this yesterday, but I hopped up to go to the ladies' room, and I hopped up. And he said, "Oh, wow, you're moving a lot faster. I haven't seen you move that fast in, like, years." Wow. I didn't realize I was moving faster. And now I'm noticing, I'm like, oh, you know what? It is easier. I'm not saying I never get up kind of creaky and ouchy. Sometimes I still do. We have those days, creaky, ouchy days. Doesn't make you a bad person. I'm showing off my newly healed thumb. How awesome is that? It's like the inchworm. But now I'm noticing, you know what? It's easier to get on and off the bike. It's easier to get up from a sitting position. Things are starting to hurt less. I'm able to do more things. I'm looking forward to going to the grocery store now. I have to carry in, bags of cat litter. I'm looking forward to doing it. I don't have an injured thumb anymore to baby, and I'm feeling kind of fit, so square one, it's a nice place to be.